Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this video we are going to do a complete Elliott Waves analysis on XLM's price chart and basically add it to our regular updates. So if you like XLM and you do hold a Serial Lumens token, okay, you can become a member, because from this point moving forward we are going to have regular updates here. Now, in the long term in XLM, I am actually extremely bullish, and I know a lot of people are saying that XLM's chart basically is looking exactly like XRP. However, there are some major differences. The main one is that in here in XRP, the idea is that maybe we are having an A, B, C, D, E, a triangle structure, and while this can be also the case in XLM, from my point of view, that's not the idea. You see, in XLM in the long term, I think in this initial move up, we are having a beautiful 5-wave. Let's just zoom in more. Okay, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave up into a larger degree wave 1. Followed by that, we counted all the subwaves in here in my main channel. This is an A, B, C structure into wave 2 to about this point, and then a beautiful and clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave up to about this point into our wave 3, and this is the main difference. From this point to about here, I believe we are having a very clear WXY in form of a double zigzag, and this is actually the end of our wave 4. Now, from my point of view, the primary scenario in XLM suggests from here we are having a very strong extension, meaning this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave up. Let's actually zoom in more, and okay, as you can see, this is 5 up into 1. This is ABC flat into wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave up into wave 3, ABC, or maybe a WXY down into 4, and another clear 5-wave up into wave 5. And on a higher degree, this orange 5-wave up is into a wave 1, followed by that. I think the last time that we talked about XLM, we were somewhere around these areas, and the idea was that we are having, more likely than not, a WXY in form of a double zigzag. This is our initial ABC down into wave W, correction for wave X, and we said this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave down to about here into our A leg, followed by that correction for wave B, and I think we can now safely assume this was the end of our wave Y, meaning this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave down into our C leg to about this point, and our wave C actually got truncated. Sure, it is quite rare to have a truncated C leg, but it is definitely possible. Now, this WXY on a higher degree is into a wave 2, and in my primary case, I believe XLM at the moment is on its way to complete the subwaves for a huge wave 3, and I fully believe that this is going to happen in the cycle. This wave 4, more likely than not, is going to be for the next bear market, and this wave 5 right in here is actually for the next bull run, who knows, coming maybe in a few years. So for now, our main focus should be on just this move on the upside into our wave 3. Having said that, let's zoom in more and count some waves. So I think in XLM we need to count structures starting from this point, and if you go on some lower time frames, you can actually identify a very clear impulse up to about here into, I would say, probably a larger degree wave 1, something like this. This is a correction structure down into wave 2, probably to about here, or maybe here, not really that important, and then huge and a strong 5-wave on the upside into our wave 3. And according to this scenario, the current move down is just a simple correction into our wave 4. And what's going to happen next? Well, we are going to indeed get another beautiful bull run into our wave 5, and that will probably be it for this cycle. Our bull run at this point maybe is going to be over, and then we are going to enter a bear market, and again in the next cycle we are going to see some more beautiful moves on the upside. So for now in XLM, as long as I'm not proven otherwise, I'm gonna say this is a correction for wave 4, and there's a very high chance that we are either at the end of it, or we are very close to the end of this whole move on the downside. Now pay attention to this. We are having in here a series of lower highs and lower lows, meaning this is a classic downtrend. But if you just zoom in a bit more, you realize that between our pullbacks on the upside, we are just constantly having overlapping of the waves, and this is a very important characteristic of a correction structure. And again, this is yet another reason that makes me say, you know what, in XLM, overall, we are indeed in a bullish structure, and these areas can actually be a decent buying opportunity in case that you haven't bought XLM right around the lows in here. Now, if you want to buy in this area, please understand that you are not in a better position relative to the people who bought all the way back down here. The risk to reward ratios, I believe, still do make sense, but again, you need to understand that there is a chance that we may see some more downward price action. However, again, overall, I believe our bull run is far from over. And here is my final point. In the long term, it seems like that we are actually having a beautiful resistance area in here, and this is very weak. Why is that? Because we touched this region a couple of times. Let's just have a quick count. You can say this is 1, this is 2, 3, this can be the 4th time, and this is another time. So far we have touched this area 5 times, suggesting this resistance is quite weak, and I am having a really hard time believing that our bull run in here is actually over. No, I think in the next phase, XLM is going to get a break of this important resistance with absolute authority, and we are going to have just a simple pullback and then our blow off top phase, which will be absolutely magnificent. So overall, in the mid to long term, I am 100% bullish, and in the next update, we are going to check out some lower time frames and see what is happening in the short term. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in XLM's chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.